All right, welcome to the BackStage Bakersfield podcast. And my name is Silo, and we're here at the backstage. And here in the studio today, we have Photo 51.
What's going on?
Welcome, guys. Welcome. So we're going to be here talking about a show that we have coming up here at the backstage, August 19th at 8 p.m. We have the other bands that are performing are going to be Opera and Riot Fire. There's going to be an $8 pre-sale that we're going to be posting up on Monday, and it's going to be $15 at the door. So make sure that you get that pre-sale link as soon as you can. All right, I know. So we're going to go around the room right now. We're going to go ahead and introduce everybody at Photo 51. Let's go ahead and start at the far end of me real quick.
All right, so I'm Kota. I'm the bassist of Photo 51.
Right on. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? To let us know where we can find you, like on Instagram or Facebook. Or
It's a little complicated. It's K0TA K0RE Kota Core on Instagram. And then I also have another account, 2K0TA 2K0RE.
What instrument do you play?
I'm the bassist for Photo 51.
Oh, you're the bass player, right
Yeah.
on. Okay, cool. All right, and then to the left of me, I have Thomas right here. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Thomas. You can find me on Instagram at, it's kind of stupid, but it's maybe_chillin, CHILLIN. It's me as a child. It's a profile picture. And I'm the drummer for Photo 51.
The drummer. All right, right on. And to my right,
What's going on, guys? My name is Andy. I'm the guitarist and vocalist for Photo 51, and you can find my personal at What About the Cheese, but my main, you're gonna find me as Andy Marcus. That's my music page, so go check that out.
right on. And do you guys have a band?
Yeah. It's pretty new, so we don't have a lot on there yet, but we're on photo51.band, so go check that out too. Show it some love.
Oh, right on, right on. Okay, and then let's see here. So one question that I had is I wanted to go around the room. We could start from let's start on this end. I think Andy, like, why don't you let us know how long have you been playing and kind of what started you playing like music?
That's a good question. So I got started in the whole music thing because I heard that the choir for my middle school was going to be going to Disneyland, so I had to take up on that opportunity. So I ended up joining choir, and then I just had a passion for music, and then I started playing guitar, and I've been playing guitar for probably about five or so years now.
Yeah.
And,
okay, so you it kind of inspired you. It was like, oh wow, I want to go to Disneyland, and then it's like I better learn this instrument.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was more like I wanted to go to Disneyland, and then I just fell in love with singing and like
In Disneyland.
In Disneyland. Yeah.
I know. He's like, man, I better get good at this instrument. There's gonna be a lot more Disneyland trips up ahead. Right on. Okay, Thomas, go ahead.
All right, so I play the drums, and many times before I began playing the drums, I tried to play guitar, and many times I failed. And so I just lost any sort of passion. And so a couple of years ago, I began to take high school more seriously, and I tried to change around my schedule and have more fun electives. And I saw that they had a drumming class. And so I decided to join it because my father is a drummer. And so I wanted to make him happy. And after I joined it, I found out that I do like drumming. And so
I found out that I actually do like drumming.
I found out that I do like drumming.
like music.
And so I just kept with it. And now here I am a year and a half later.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Oh wow, good. Okay, that's awesome. All right, cool. And then Kota.
All right, so it all started about like 8 years ago. I was gifted a ukulele by a family friend, another 4-stringed instrument, and I really liked it for a while, and then I didn't play it anymore. And I was gifted a guitar by the same family friend, and from that I played for a couple years of I just up and down, just like picking it up and not. And about 3 months ago, one of my friends was selling a 5-string bass, and I was like, I've always wanted a bass and try it out, so I just bought it. It was really cheap, so I tried it and I really liked it. I played a show with these guys, and now I'm here.
Yeah. Now he's here. Yeah. Photo 51.
Right on. So one other thing is, so you guys are all like 17, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
16,
I'm
17.
16.
You're
Yeah.
16.
We're all
and-
16.
Yeah, we're all 16 actually. Yeah. No,
Oh, you're all okay. I was way off.
soon,
Oh, well,
soon to
by
be
a
17
year.
this next
By
month.
a year. So you know what? So one thing is, like you're at your age right now. Other than music, what are some other hobbies you guys do? Just let one hobby. How about that? Not hobbies. What one other thing do you guys like doing? Start with you, Kota. Go ahead.
You know, I've been really into mechanics. I've been working on my car that I'm actually selling, but still, I'm still really into mechanics right now.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas.
I am really passionate about cooking. It's probably
Puts a smile to my face.
it's probably even or potentially even higher than my passion for music. And I started doing it like in 5th grade, just like making eggs, and then now I like make actual food for my friends, and I'll do
Make actual food now.
Yeah,
just
it's like I
whatever.
have test subjects.
Yeah, well, they pay for the food.
Right on, Andy.
Well, honestly, I don't want to. Am I allowed to say guitar? Is that like a?
Something other than
Okay, all right, okay. If something other than music, it's kind of basic, but I have a passion for playing video games, and I just really love getting on the
there you
game.
go. Like me, because like even for me, like I do a lot of music, right? Every day, 7 days a week, sometimes 10, 12 hours a day. But the one hobby that I try to get myself involved with is fishing. I really try to go fishing now.
Share my
Give
fishing
yourself
shirt.
a little bit something else.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because you have to have like that balance. Because
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not like great at it, so it's kind of like it's a challenge. I don't know. I try to test myself, but yeah, that's cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Getting to know you guys, let everybody know you guys a little bit better here. Influences, guys. What are you guys listening to right now? Any bands that you guys are like currently like listening to, or any? It could be actually an artist of some sort, or any like where you can get some musical inspiration. Go ahead, Thomas. We'll start with you.
I would say that musically, I have probably 3 primary inspirations, and are probably the bands I listen to the most, and that would be Slipknot.
Okay.
I like Joey Jordison.
yeah.
I wish I was as good as him. And then I like The Cure. They're my favorite band of all time. And then probably something like System of a Down as
okay.
number 3.
Really, really, I didn't know.
I try to pull inspiration
that's why
from
we
those
do
3.
this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why we do this Q&A time. We find out, get a little more in depth. Yeah. Okay. So you have Slipknot, you have System of a Down, and The Cure. I love all 3 of those too. Right on, Kota.
All right, so I want to say my biggest inspiration is Andy Rourke of the Smiths. I've been listening to a lot of Faye Webster, and her bass lines are really, really good. Really nice.
Andy.
I know, like, a lot of my friends know that I love this band, but they just inspire me so much because, like, they're so, like, just, like, they do whatever and they don't care. But, I mean, Nirvana has to be my
Yeah.
biggest inspiration of all time.
Okay, that's a good one, I think, too, though. That's a great one.
And Nirvana is another one of my big ones. They're probably
Yeah.
my number 3 or 4.
Number 3 or 4. Okay, I'll take that.
Oh,
I'll
really?
take
I
that as a Nirvana lover.
I really love the fact of how like, because of course I'm like twice as old as you guys,
Yeah.
over twice as old.
Yeah,
as
I'll know, like, 4 times.
But, so, but the thing is though, that like whenever I talk to you, people your age, it's always like when what are your bands you listen to? It's like they'll say Nirvana, and I'm like, man, that's what I listened to at your age.
Yeah.
Because I was from that time period, so it's like I remember that, like I was probably like 13, I think, or 12, 13, whenever I first heard Nirvana. Or that's when they came out.
Yeah.
Or it was somewhere I was like somewhere on that age. But anyways, that's cool. I really dig that. Okay, so I always try to leave the audience and like with some teaching value of some sort with this podcast. So it's kind of like I really want to know, and I ask a lot of musicians and people this question, and it's what's the best piece of advice another musician has ever given you? Kota, let's start with you.
Probably best advice is just never set the instrument down. All these years just always setting it down, and just now picking it up for the past 3 months, playing it at least like 3 times a week. It's really helped my progression in bass. I feel like I've progressed a lot better from the 3 months ago. From now, it's just
that's some solid advice. I think I've said that in the past a couple of times, where it's like don't put it down. Like as much time, it's like because it's
100%.
long. I know I've told you that.
Yeah,
I know,
100. I've heard
I
that.
know
Yeah.
I've told you that. Man, when I was your guys' age, my guitar went to bed with me.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like right there next to me. And then,
100%,
like, not because I was like, hey, tuck my guitar in before I go to sleep. No,
Yeah.
because like what I would be doing was like be playing so much, and then like you get tired and you're just there and
You
you're
just
listening
fall
to music,
asleep
and then,
playing.
yeah, you're just falling asleep playing, and then you wake up, you have your guitar on you.
Literally, that's like my exact story.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stories like that. I think like Hendrix was like that. I think maybe Van Halen was like that too, because they even said Van Halen, like even after his shows, he'd go to like his part, like they always had their after party.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he'd be part, like he'd be there, all kinds of people around, and they said that he would have his guitar on him. Well, so he just never let it go.
Just wherever. That's crazy.
Because you have to log in a lot of time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of time. It's kind of like to learn. Let's say to learn a scale, it's going to take X amount of hours. So it's like it's either you could split it up, divide it into like 7 days a week, 4 week month or whatever, and it's like let's say it's 100 hours, but if you get that 100 hours done within the week rather than within 2 months, you're getting better faster. Yeah. So it's just really like how much you can log time in, I feel. But I think everybody probably has a different way of thinking about it. So, but Thomas.
Well, for me, my father, he's been a drummer for 33 years, and I pull a lot of inspiration from him. And he has this line that he really likes, and it's from Home Alone 2. I believe it's Kevin McAllister is walking down the street, and he's looking for a place, and he stops him and he asks him, and he says, "Hey, excuse me, where can I find Carnegie Hall? How do I get to there?"
Oh, yeah.
And the man he's quiet for a second, and he looks at him, and he just says, "Practice."
Yeah.
And I try to take that to heart as much as I can, but with drums it's hard, and I have to always shut it down at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the neighbors be cranking.
Neighbor- yeah.
Oh, you need that. What is it? The electric drum kit. One day, just little by little. Trust me.
Gotta save up that show money.
You're 16 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that gear's gonna start collecting.
Oh yeah.
Anybody that's watching right now, they know what I'm talking about.
That tab is gonna start collecting too.
Yeah, the tab. I know, right? I still owe money from like 10 years ago. But no, it starts now. Like I can show you equipment in this room that I had like that. Well, I can show you a bunch of equipment that's older than you. Like I've had it forever. I have amps that are like really old and stuff, and guitars. And I don't know. I just have a lot of. I'm a gearhead, so it's like, and I have a horrible thing about not getting rid of equipment. Like I'll have equipment around that is just there. And I'm just like, I'm not getting rid of it. Some people will like trade and do all that. I don't. I just hold on to it and just keep on stacking my equipment. But
yeah,
but the journey starts now.
Yeah.
It's like it'll get you. Andy.
I think I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but like, play because you love to do it, not because you have to do it. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to practice, or you got this next thing coming up that you got to practice for. Play because you love to do it and it's your passion. I feel like a lot of musicians play because I don't know whatever their goal is. It's their head's not in the right space. You gotta play it because you love to do it and you wanna get up and you wanna do it every single day.
I can tell you a little bit about that. So for me, I always use myself as an example, kind of. But the thing is that, like, for the past few years, I'm a paid player, so it's like I'm learning what people want me to play. So it's kind of like that's how I have to do it, And I can tell you, when I miss like the days of like writing and stuff like that, because I hardly do that. I just really recently just started getting back into that. So it's kind of like I'm doing it turned into a job.
Yeah, I
you know what I mean?
that, yeah.
So that's the thing. It turned into a job, and it is what it is, But then it's like if you don't do like those passion projects, or so if you do get into the industry. And then it's like you go down these paths. There's all these paths you can go down. You can do a bunch of different stuff, as any instrument, right? But the thing is, though, is that like, when you're on these paths, it's like it becomes a job after a while. And then if you notice that you do have to give that outlet of love to your instrument, to your music, and I feel you still have to like there's a piece of that you need to do. Other than that, then it is you're working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing. I'm not trying to say there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
But because like I said, like I've been doing it for a few years now, but definitely doing it because you love to do it at the end of the day, not because you have to do it. I think that's a great way to put it. So, all right. So we're gonna come to the last part of the podcast here. Okay. Definitely, I want to know band goals. Band goals, right? So, you got how long you guys been together already?
We've been together only about three or 4 months.
Are at the beginning.
Whenever he started playing bass, basically.
Yeah, you're at the beginning right now. Okay, so like, man, that's an empty canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an empty canvas, really. So you know what, like you guys can mark down all kinds of goals right now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like, what do you think? Like, if you were to give me 3 goals that you guys want to accomplish before the end of the year, what do you guys think as a band?
Right now, for the past couple weeks, we've been with Andy, just in the room trying to write some stuff up for his new EP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just want to try to get that
out of the way and
not
done.
really out of the way.
Yeah,
just,
but like completed. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We wanna
start
write.
moving, getting momentum with that.
Exactly,
Okay, that's one goal. That's one good goal. Okay. How about shows? Or?
Yeah. Thomas, you can go ahead and take the floor with that.
For shows, it would be, granted, be difficult, but it would be nice to be able to, if not like headline, be higher up. Like someone be like, "Are you going to the Photo 51 show?" That would be really nice to like hear or see. So, granted, it's difficult, but that is definitely something to be able to get yourself like known enough to where people will talk about
people
that.
are like talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
amongst
definitely.
themselves.
Definitely. There's definitely a business strategy you probably
Yeah.
have to go down with all that. Organizing things like that. And getting the shows.
Yeah.
Having a direction campaign and stuff like that, like for your growth and stuff. At first it could be challenging, but the whole thing though, it's like the only thing I can because I always try to kind of give some advice here and there is that like if you do feel that you made a mistake, is learn from it. Don't do it again. Don't make the same mistake twice. You know what I mean? Like that's what I've learned on growth. It's kind of like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try this because I think this is what's gonna get me to get more followers or get this or get that. And then you see it doesn't work. It's like, okay. And it's like you don't ditch the plan completely, but what you want to do is you want to like
Approach it differently.
Well, sometimes it's like, well, maybe this needs to get tweaked out a little bit, and you kind of like you tweak something in the way you send it, the way you communicate it to people, and then it's kind of like, well, maybe if I did this, and then you see what the results are. But it's always kind of like you want to see what the results are, you definitely want to have what do you want the results to be, and then what the results were, and then how far apart it was, and then try to make adjustments to maybe make it right. Like I could tell you, even with this podcast right here, man, if you go back to 2 years ago, I think we shot the first one. Well, Ivan, when did we shoot the first one? 2 years ago? 2 years ago. Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. Okay, so like seriously, like. Dude, like go back to those ones. They were bad. They were bad. Dude, they were rough, dude. And then so I was like, there had to be adjustments, and I just like, and you start learning, okay, like, and then like learning little things to make it better each time, kind of. And it's getting dialed in still, I feel, But just like, it's a process.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's another thing. So you have to love the process.
Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. Don't make it feel like it's work. You got to love the process. Andy, let's see here. Oh no. Actually, that was the band. So he had the shows. What do you think is a goal for you guys?
I mean, they had some long-term goals that we want, but as far as short-term goals, I would like to improve our stage presence and how comfortable we are on the stage. Because we can get up there and we can play the music, but like
you're right about that. Yes,
I feel like if we were to really like get into it, like all 3 of us connected as one, I think we could really be
what it sounds,
blowing some people away.
What it sounds like, it's like, okay, we got the music down, but we need a show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because there's a difference, I feel, because, I've seen plenty of bands and plenty of concerts and stuff. It's like what makes a show a show? You know, so it's like you have these certain things. It could be how you talk to people, how, talk to the audience. That's part of the show where it's like, you know, you're trying to get engagement with crowd engagement and stuff like that. I mean, it could go as extreme as, you know, pyrotechnics and lifting up the drum set and turning it around up in the air and stuff, like Tommy Lee or something. Like, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like you want to dial in that show
Yeah.
a little bit with what you guys are doing on stage.
A lot of
Lighting.
shows.
I can tell you right now, like just the simple lights.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a trip what lights do. Like, you know, especially if you have a show dialed into your music and stuff. So
Oh, that'd be
but,
crazy.
yeah, you know, that's a good one too though, just on the stage performance.
Yeah, because like I mean, the show is it's honestly sometimes it's not even like just about the music. It's about like the experience the audience has.
Entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
It really does. It has to be entertaining to others. You know, that's the thing. So it's kind of like, you know, they can't wait for the next show.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you got to
that's
keep
good.
them like on their toes
Those are
about the
some
next
good goals,
show.
guys. I really like
Thank
that.
you.
That's good. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Okay. So pretty much August 19th. You guys are gonna be right here.
August
Okay.
19th.
August
Check us out.
19th.
August 19th. Come to the backstage.
Yeah.
How much were the
Square.
tickets? 15.
Well, it's 15 at the door, but if we have an $8 pre-sale.
$8 pre-sale. Check that out.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Point at the camera. Which one? I don't know. That one right there. Okay?
There's a couple. I don't know where to look.
So, anyways,
there's a
well,
lot.
once again, my
You.
name is Silo. This is the Backstage Bakersfield podcast. Okay, we hope to see you August 19th. Okay, so up until then, we'll see y'all later.
Peace out.
Later.
Later.